really bothering them. You know, they want to, they kind of, but then they hesitate. They don't want to take that next step because she doesn't want anybody else to die.
Well, even on the Talking Dead, they even said that it felt more like a mother. She felt more like a mother figure than a romantic side to it. You know.
But I think that's why. Because they're afraid to.
I still say Beth, because Beth was probably about 25, 26, and if Daryl's playing the role of about a 30-year-old, I think that was more. I think that's what they were leaning to until Beth got into the situation, you know, in the hospital.
Right. It's possible, but I still think it's there. But they're afraid to show it. I think Daryl really is, because he did lose Beth. You know what I'm saying? But
then we found out about Jesus. We know, the comics said about Jesus, and they announced it that Jesus is, Jesus is. But are they leading that into Daryl too? Like, is Daryl leading towards Jesus later on in this situation? It's something to think about, because they keep announcing it that way. So it's kind of mind-boggling when you think about it. But Daryl's so out of there, it's going to take a while for him to even come back after what he's just been through. So
exactly. So can you blame him for not showing it? And Carol's afraid she doesn't want to lose anybody else.
Yeah. So the serotonin's not going to be back in Daryl's brain for like 3 months or something, after what he went through, eating dog meat. And I was talking to my son. He said that dog meat was probably safer than some of the human meat out there that they're eating.
Yeah.
Or dog food. So
yeah, that was. Ugh.
So they went ahead and they talked. He didn't let him know about Abe or.
Yeah, I just wonder how she's going to find out about that. And I'll tell you what, I think she's going to be so ticked off.
You think she's gonna push it to the limit when she hears about that?
Yeah, I think so. I really do. In my opinion, okay, King Zeke is like really after her. He really likes her. I know.
And I think this is my kind of prediction, is that she's the one that convinces him to go ahead and join up with Rick and everybody to.
Good point.
Yeah. Once she finds out, though, I'm not saying right now, not until she finds out what really went on,
Yeah, when she finds out that they had Daryl captive too, on top of it, that's really going to send. I think she's just going to go. We're going to see, badass Carol again. I really do.
Yeah. Well, I hope she comes back tough. I hope she comes back tough.
Oh yeah.
Not that weird tough that she was in. That's what I didn't like about her. That weird tough. But
I don't. We may not see that till season 8, though. We may not see it till then.
Yeah.
We'll have to see what happens the next couple of weeks. I'm beginning to think maybe they're going to hold off on her going full, unless it'll be like the season finale one, where she finds out.
And then that'll leave us really in suspense, really hanging.
Yep.
So I just want to bring you back to, this is KBLP with Ike Diaz, Denise Harris. Denise Harris will be hosting next week's podcast for TWD. Are you excited, Denise?
Oh my gosh, I'm real excited. I just hope I get to learn the new system by then.
Hey, I'm still learning. I'm over here struggling with the old one, so. And it's so simple. It's a walk-through kind of deal, and I'm over here struggling tonight. I don't know. And I've done so many of these. So
like I said, I'm technologically challenged here, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
So we'll say surprise co-host for you next week. Do you want to call it like that?
Yeah.
A surprise co-host. Let's call it a surprise co-host. So hopefully, so let's get back to TWD. Let's finish it up, and I do want to let everybody know, because everybody gets so gruesome in some of the groups. You know, they know so much. They read all the comics. All we do is we recap the show. We give you our feelings and our direction of the show. That's all we do. We're not pro TWD. We don't know everything about it, but we love the show. Yeah. And we love doing a podcast. We love talking about it. And we love giving you our opinion. And that's what we're here for. We're podcasters, and that's what we're here for. So,
right.
And
by no means experts. Yeah, no.
Yeah. So I always like to put that out there, because some people are like, I'm serious. I'll write something and I'll get like 500 comments, and I'm telling you, they're writing essays back to me.
Oh my gosh!
You know, about what I said or how I said it, or did I say it right? My God. It gets pretty crazy. It gets pretty crazy on how they do that. So, but it's pretty fun that we got that kind of we got that many listeners and things like that. So. Let's get back to the show here, and we have to. I want to bring up Rosita real quick. I know you're not a real big fan of her, but I think that, in my opinion, Rosita is going to last a long time. And like I said, I was reading some information on this, and you know, they're talking about TWD going into season 11 or 12, and they're saying that she could possibly be one of the cast members that makes it that far. And,
well, Cat only a cat only has 9 lives, so we'll see. Yeah. What is she used up, like 4?
The thing about Rosita is that she proved something in that first episode when she took that bomb apart. But you know, she's military trained, so Rick knows on Rick's end that she is really important to the group.
Oh, sure, she's valuable, definitely.
I didn't see it. I didn't think she was valuable.
Wrong person. I don't know. Boy, she's really, her attitude. Wow. With Sasha, I was like, wow, I just locked her. We both had sex with the same dead guy. So. I'm like, oh my God, you said that. If I was Sasha, I'd have slapped her.
I know. When she said that, I kind of was like, I couldn't believe it came out of her mouth like that. You know?
That was so cold, so cold-hearted. I was like, wow. So I don't know. I was shocked when that came out. He's like, so what are you talking to me for? Wow. Okay.
But as far as now I see the value. Like, I mean, they're all important to the group, to our group. We don't want to lose any more of our group. But before, it was like if she's one of the ones that goes, she's one. But now that I know that she is highly military trained, and Rick knows this, Rick is going to be one of the ones pushing to keep her around, you know, because of that. And she loses both of her boyfriends in the same season, and nobody even mentioned that. You remember she was with Spencer? Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing with him to begin with? You know, like it hurts her choices sometimes. It's like, wow. And then she was going to have dinner with him. Then he got what he deserved, as far as I'm concerned. It was so great when Negan called him out on that. So.
Yeah, he should have never. He should have never went that route anyway. You know, that was something he should have never did. And that
was so strange. Her with him. Wow.
Was that the start of the season when they were? There you go. KBLP live with IKE DIAZ and Denise Harris, TWD, every Tuesday. Make sure you check us out every Tuesday. Thank you very much. I humbly say thank you very much. I hope I'm good at this.
You are.
I hope.
I
work
hope
a little
do
bit.
Well.
Thank you. That's nice. That's nice. Nobody's ever told me that before, but thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Yeah, so Denise Harris will be here next week, and I really can't wait. It's going to be exciting. Also, Denise is pulling double duty because she is starting her podcast next week too. Next Wednesday, she's starting the book or I had it. I've been practicing it all day so I don't mess it up, and I messed it up. The book corner, right? Or, go ahead and go. Yeah, the book corner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so make sure you check out Denise Harris and the book. We still got a lot to talk about with the TWD before we finish up the night. But the book corner next Wednesday between 9 and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you check it out. It's going to be an awesome podcast. I can't wait. I get so excited when the new podcasts come on. It's just so much fun to me.
I'm excited. I'm excited. So it'll be fun.
I think I'm just addicted to podcasts now because that's all I listen to. I don't listen to anything else no more, just podcasts.
Oh yeah.
And it helps me. It also helps with learning more about it and structuring it and how you put the podcast together and different things. That new mixer is really going to help us a lot because you could do a lot of things with the new mixer as far as breaking the show down, lining it up. On the old mixer, you can't do that. Once you're live, you're live. We're live.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I just hope I get the hang of it. So just bear with me. Yeah. I'll get it.
So
I'm sure I'll make a few mistakes. So
yeah, she's gonna do awesome. So we're gonna take a real quick break. We're gonna go into a real quick song. When we come back, remember, this is IKE DIAZ owned copyright song, Barajas Entertainment. So it's gonna be longer than 30 seconds of a song. And when we come back, we're going to finish up TWD, our recap on it. And then we're going to also give you some what we think our predictions are for next week. So we'll be right back, okay? I want to thank all our listeners, too, that especially the ones that stuck it out with us. I know we lost a few with the technical difficulties. But if you're still with us, I really appreciate it. And I really thank you for listening.
Yeah, thanks, everybody.
We'll be right back.
Coming Monday, October the 24th, TWD with IKE DIAZ. I keep the heat in the winter, mile high bombing, dropping, bombing, bombing, bomb dropping, bombing, bombing. I keep the heat in the winter, bomb dropping. I keep the heat in the winter, mile high bombing, dropping, bombing, bombing, bomb dropping, bombing. In the heat of the winter night, I shine from the Denver city lights, happy and hype. Young East, BookieTBeats.com, rolling tonight. I book flights so we can come through. SUVs we ride, we slide through, sets tripping, but it's not even red and blue. With two heaters, I'm cool. She told her homies, look over there, it's like heat up blue. Saturated, filthy, fat, and they do. I go heat it up, then I move. It's the winter, but we got a sunny side groove. Underground platinum, so I got nothing to prove. Your mechanics are loose. You don't want to be on a train, so you'll get knocked off the caboose. I'm in it to win it, I paid my dues. Archuleta Mendez, but I hustle when I cruise. I pull a bear in the winter, I pray every day, even though we're all sinners. I keep the heat in the winter, bomb dropping. I keep the heat in the winter, mile high bombing, dropping, bombing, bombing, bomb dropping, bombing, bombing. I keep the heat in the winter, bomb dropping. I keep the heat in the winter, mile high bombing, dropping, bombing, bombing, bomb dropping, bombing. Bro, I know Colorado grow, mic checking in the snow. I'm in a 4x4 zone. Everybody rock the Facebook from the South Zone. I heat it up, then I get that dough. Signing autographs up in Breckenridge, Colorado show. It's a festival, but money loves me, bro. Huff and puff and release that smoke. Steady ballin' will make you choke. It's fun to be about the low. I got my eye on the prize. I stay out dope in my photo truck. $100,000 I made in 1 month. The homies bumping Chicano Boost Part 2 in they trunk. Everywhere I go, I get love.